Hello again, this is George Thompson. Today we're going to revisit a topic we covered in a couple of recent video discussions, Section 307 of the Tariff Act. This is a statute prohibiting U.S. imports of products made with forced or slave labor. It's enforced by Customs and Border Protection, and that agency recently issued a couple of additional findings. These provide useful guidance on the criteria CBP uses to make its determinations, and therefore the points that U.S. importers and their foreign suppliers should address in a compliance program. First, CBP issued a Withhold Release Order against a Malaysian company called YTY Group, a supplier of disposable gloves. After investigating the company's manufacturing operation, CBP found information that reasonably indicates the use of forced labor. In particular, the agency identified 7 of the International Labor Organization's 11 indicators of forced labor, namely abuse of vulnerability, deception, retention of identity documents, intimidation and threats, debt bondage, abusive working and living conditions, and excessive overtime. The resulting withhold release order means that entries of the company's products will be withheld by CBP. Second, the agency made 2 additional forced labor findings, one for a Malaysian palm oil company and the other for a Vietnamese fishing vessel. Once again, CBP used ILO's forced labor indicators as the standard. It found that all 11 were present in addition to the ones that I previously mentioned. These include restriction of movement, isolation, physical and sexual violence, and withholding of wages. What CBP is telling us is that the 11 ILO criteria provide a template to evaluate whether forced labor is taking place. A U.S. importer's compliance program must address them, and I think requires affirmative information that demonstrate none of them are present in the supply chain. Thus, using the ILO factors in an audit or questionnaire is the starting point. Keep in mind that the use of forced labor in making materials or components for end products means those end products, too, are subject to exclusion from the United States. Products covered by these findings are subject to seizure by CBP. This means that foreign suppliers, too, must implement a compliance program. Even if the end product's manufacturer is clean as a whistle, its products could be tainted if any of its suppliers aren't. I expect more enforcement of the forced labor requirements, especially once implementation of the WEIR Forced Labor Prevention Act gets underway. So it's a word to the wise to take this seriously. Thank you for listening.